Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Here's what you got to get done for U.S. Studies today. As always, start with your warm-up. Today's warm-up question says, what has been the most interesting thing you have learned this unit, so our civil rights unit? Then our learning target today says, I can explain what I have learned in the civil rights movement unit because we are doing our summative, our March summative. So when you click on this link, you're going to open assignment with Cami. And here are the instructions. So your role is you are yourself. You're writing from your own perspective. The audience of your summative is your choice. So you can pick a friend, relative, teacher, government official. The format is a postcard. So that's why we said the audience. You'll be choosing a person to write to. And your task, you're going to tell them what you think they should know about the civil rights movement in the United States in one complete paragraph. Then it says pick one of the following options and explain it, then draw a picture that represents what you wrote. So here are your options for your topic for the paragraph, and use the questions next to them to help you. So the first option is the Green Book. It asks you, why was the Green Book necessary? What is a Green Book? Who used a Green Book? What does the Green Book tell us about segregation? Next option is sit-ins. What were the lunch counter sit-ins? Where were they? Who was involved? How were the protesters treated? Why was nonviolence used? Number 3 is voter registration. What was done to keep African Americans from voting? Why is voting so important? Why did white officials want to keep African Americans from voting? Number 4 is women in the movement. So how did women contribute to the civil rights movement? Would the movement have been as successful if they were not part of it? Why are the women leaders for the civil rights movement not as well known? Number 5 is Rosa Parks. How did Rosa Parks help the movement? Had others refused to give up their seats before her? Why was she chosen to represent that cause? And what impact did her protest have? And your last option is the Hate U Give role play. So how did the events of the role play relate to the events that happened in the book March? What similarities or differences do they have? What were the people in the role play resisting? How did the people in the role play resist the Unite the Right rally? And how do people feel about the Confederate statues that were put up after the Civil War? You only need to pick one of those 6 topics to write about your paragraph about, just one. Then here's the rubric. You'll get a 4 if you have a complete paragraph. Background information of the civil rights movement is included. All questions are answered accurately and with detail, and the drawing relates to the paragraph. A 3 is complete paragraph. Background information on the civil rights movement included. Most questions answered accurately, and the drawing relates to the paragraph. A 2 is a somewhat complete paragraph. Most information is accurate. Drawing relates, but was done sloppily. A 1 is incomplete paragraph and or incorrect information, and drawing does not relate or it's not done. Remember to use anything that you've learned from March, any of our assignments. You can use all of that to help you. You can go back and watch the videos. You can go back and look at assignments. All of that is free game to help you. The first thing you're going to do is your brainstorm / your outline. So you'll start with your topic sentence. It says, one thing you should know about the civil rights movement is blank. So that's where you'd write the title of your topic. So voter registration or women in the movement. Then write down the question you're answering. So if you chose voter registration, copy and paste the question that you're working on and put it right here. And then put what you're going to write for your answer. Then the same thing here. So copy and paste the question that you're working on. So maybe you're doing the next question. So you can just copy it, paste it here. So question you are answering, and then answer it here in this box. Same thing for a third question, and then make sure you write a concluding sentence. Then you can use all of this information in order here. So you'd start with your topic sentence, then write complete sentences for your evidence, for your answers to the questions, and then your conclusion sentence. And you'll write it here. When it says dear, you're picking somebody to write your postcard to. Then you're going to write your paragraph in the blank spot, and then sincerely, you'd sign your name. Then the last part is draw the front of your postcard below. It should represent what you wrote in your paragraph. It doesn't have to be a good drawing, but it should be identifiable. So if I wrote about voter registration, I'm going to draw a picture here with my little drawing tool that represents voter registration. Okay, if I chose women in the movement, I would show women in the movement. Right, so the drawing that you do should relate to what topic you chose. Right. If you have any questions, please reach out to your teacher, and you'll have today and tomorrow to work on this. Have a good day.